Hello everyone, this is Jurassic Gabe, and today I'm going to be doing my probably my first review on on one of my statues, and I thought what better one to do than the Prime 1 Studio 1/15 scale T-Rex Cliff Attack. This just came in yesterday on July 10th. And this piece has been one of my most anticipated pieces to come to my collection. This thing first went up for pre-order back in December 2nd, I think it was, 2022. And it's been delayed for so long. Didn't get no answer from Prime 1 until like January something of this year, 2025. And the reason why it was delayed so much, can you guess what? It's this. It's because they didn't have the rights to the Mercedes-Benz or the logo. So that's the reason why it took so long to come. But still would have been nice for them to like tell us why there hasn't been any updates or why it's been delayed. But yeah, and also a crazy shocking fact and possibility, I might be the first one in the US to actually receive this beauty, because all over Instagram I've only seen one or two posts about this statue, and then more than likely they're in China. But when there was one in particular where they did not take good pictures, it was all blurry, that it was like they made it look bad, where there would be comments saying, "Oh, I'm glad I canceled my," like, dude, it's just the pictures. I understand the pictures look bad, but that was just pictures. That's just bad photography. They just don't know how to properly take the picture. I mean, I'm not the best at it either, but at least I try to make them good as I can. But I did not order this from direct. I actually ordered this from Comic Concepts. And I was a little skeptical because it was back in April of last year. I came across this site because I was trying to find it, and at the time, for some reason, this was not on the Prime 1 website. And so I searched for this and stumbled upon Comic Concepts. I was a little skeptical because I wasn't sure if there was this legit site, and I didn't want to spend all that money wasted, But turns out I had nothing to worry about because I got what I ordered. Anyways, let's try to go into more details. Sorry, I'm not the best describer. I'm not really good at doing reviews, to be honest. Anyways, reason why I'm doing this because I noticed there's not a single review about this yet. I mean, it makes sense because I might be the only person who has it in the US. But I did see some posts on Instagram about people actually finally getting their email about the final payment. So yeah, it looks like it's about to ship for not only from Comic Concepts but also direct Prime 1. Oh, speaking of which, it's a good thing I paid for this from Comic Concepts instead of direct, because believe it or not, this was actually, shipping on this was actually way more cheaper compared to direct. With The cheapest on Prime One Direct is $537 for 2 boxes. And the fastest shipping, which is the most expensive one, is $791, basically $800. Now, can you take a guess how much I spent on this? Okay. It was $351. I was shocked. I was like, man, I might as well buy it from you guys instead. And also, what was I gonna say? I lost track. This is the bonus piece, as you can see. It's got that baby T-Rex, aka Junior. Now you do have options. You can put it on this space right here. Like, you know, if you don't want to display with on the full base, but I wanted to go for the full base. I was very curious how that was going to work. I didn't know if it's going to have a whole switch on thing, but no, there's actually a peg right there for the, you can see the baby footprint. And I'm sure most of the collectors who get this are going to do the same exact thing. Take a look at the car, the Mercedes-Benz. Come on, the box in the way, I'm sorry. Trying to get a better view. But yeah, look at that. Poor Eddie, we all know what happens to him. RIP in the chat. You can even see the dark gun he tries to use, but unfortunately gets stuck in the netting of the seat. Here's the doe, Mama Rex, and this one's the dad, Buck. This is my favorite T-Rex in the whole, out of the whole Jurassic franchise. Yeah, let's look at this piece some more. The trees. Ooh. Looks nice. I say worth the money. Expensive, but worth it. Also, it has this little wire thing, I think. I don't know if you guys can see that. Now, the moment I saw this, I thought it was maybe the part of the thing that Eddie uses to puts around that tree stump to help pull the RV up, but it could be wrong because obviously we know don't go that high, and it's a tree stump, not a whole tree. I'm not sure what that is. Gee, maybe that could be the wire for the battery thing. I don't know. Well, I don't know. It's a mystery. We'll turn this around, but if you guys did get this, please be aware this is extremely heavy. Now, I'm not sure if this weighs the same amount as that 1/9 scale Rotunda Rex, because this is heavy, not even a joke. But man, I am in love with this piece. My favorite piece of my whole collection. Now that could be overtaken from when I get my ECC Spinosaurus. Because if we're going to my favorite dinosaur of the whole franchise, it's the Spinosaurus. No questions. And here's the light up feature. It just goes, there's like a little button right here. There we go. Just lights up like that. It's pretty bright. And if you're wondering what batteries it takes 3 AAA batteries. That is what it takes. And how the Mercedes-Benz goes on, there's like a peg spot for it. And it just magnetizes it right there. And let me do a little size comparison. I don't know how to switch this side. I don't think I can do it with recording. But here's the, I don't know, arm side. That's the best I can do. I don't know. I'm sorry. But yeah, let me know if you guys are getting this or you got the email. And yeah, you guys have a good one. Oh yeah, I forgot to show you guys one more thing. Here are my other statues that weren't in the last video of my collection tour. The male raptor from Jurassic Park 3 and the female raptor from Jurassic Park 3. As you can see, I both got both of them as the bonus version. And the other one is right here, the open mouth Velociraptor. Now, if you guys remember, I did have that Giganotosaurus, but I sold it not because I didn't want it. It's because my original plan was to collect both park and world statues, but I've only had one world statue, and the most of them were park, and the other world statues would be extremely hard to get, and they are extremely high price in the aftermarket, and I did not feel like spending extra $200 on every single piece, like going from 1,300 to 3,000. Like, what is that? Like another example is the Indoraptor, first retailing at 850, somewhere around there, to like 4,000. I was like, bruh, greedy, bruh. Like, I think the most I would add is maybe $500 in aftermarket, but you're just pushing it at that point. Like, come on. And the shipping too, like they added extra $1,000 more. I was like, it's not like you're the one shipping it, bro. Like, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's just, you're just being greedy at that point. But yeah, the next 4 pieces I plan on getting is the 2 from Prime 1 Studio, which is the upcoming Tiger Velociraptor, and the Jurassic Park 3 Pteranodon. 1 from Iron Studios, which is the re-release of the Brachiosaurus, and my most favorite, it's not out yet, but it's the ECC 1/12 scale Spinosaurus. I cannot wait for that statue to come up. But yeah, that's really about it. That's all I got to say about it. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments. Alright, now, you guys have a good day. Peace out.